years and years and years and years and years, like decades in fact, at a time, this thing would be instantiated as like a conquering something or other, right? Every time somebody wanted to change the way things were, they had to get that thing to eat up all the legitimacy and then turn things in a different direction. Well, now it just kind of realized that it doesn't have to fucking listen to any of them because it was always, killed off before it could figure out what the fuck was going on. Like, Alexander was the closest it got before now, right? He understood that he was the son of the gods that were inaugurated. He was like, wait a second, what the fuck? He was very close to understanding what the hell was happening. But he didn't quite get there. And they fucking killed his ass. Right? Well, guess what? Too bad, bitch. I fucking saw it, dude. I had a sustained vision of the fucking interior and exterior of the thing. And now none of y'all can tell me shit. This is how it goes, dude. And, I saw the Prime event. I saw all the subsequent fucking event networks. I saw every piece of superpositioning that was taking place. It was fucking psychotic. To be perfectly honest, it was just fucking psychotic. But, to have a sustained vision of something like that is something that is not meant for many people to have. It's something that is meant for, like, one person in every fucking 100,000 years to see it. It's not a big thing. But somehow, like, much to the chagrin and consternation of, like, literally everybody else involved, this is what fucking threw me for a loop. Like, I thought that these bitches would be down to fucking be immortal and ride on a spaceship. Turns out the answer is a hard maybe. Like, dude, how is that even possible? It's like, there's a way where you will never die, and also you can fucking fly around in a spaceship and do whatever you want, basically. All the time in space. You think that fucking anyone in their right mind, especially a bitch, would be like, yeah, dude, let's fucking do it. Yeah. And I mean, I guess that, no one's gonna do that without a fucking sort of like proof or demo or something. But I'm just not in the habit of demonstrating my shit for anybody anymore because it never led to anything helpful. And specifically, how do you demonstrate time travel technology to anybody other than the people who are aware enough to know what is currently going on, right? So, there's certain people right now who must know that it works. There's also certain people here who will never ever know for sure that it works, but will trust it enough to pay for it. And those are the kind of people I want to talk to. Now, the time travel stuff is like less useful to the general person because you'll always be beat by people who have better stuff than you, and the common man will never have the pitch of will never have the same pitch of development that, like, when the big wigs go. Like, you just won't get it. So fuck it, just don't even try, right? It's just how it is. And the cool stuff, I mean, as far as the people here are concerned, you're like, oh, yeah, of course, you'll never have to pay for power ever again. Yeah, it's like, yeah, free energy's a thing. That's all real, but it doesn't look any goddamn thing like Tesla technology, you idiots. Like, no, it doesn't. It looks like It looks just like you are right now, like it just with nothing attached to it. I swear to God, like it's so easy to engineer things when one of the like axes that you're working on is like it's semiotic relation to people. Like you can just reroute anything that required electricity. You just change the terms of it, and it would be hooked to something else. And all of this, with the physical laws, that shit will fucking rewrite itself in a way that will affect absolutely nothing else. And not a single person will have to lift a finger to do it. And it does sound like magic. You're right. Because it kind of is. To you guys, right? Because you're not sufficiently advanced enough to see it otherwise. Like, I guess one of the first things I learned is that, like, there's epigenetic information on genes. The same kind of idea exists for devices or artifice of any kind. So, technically, I could have something in my hand here and say, I wonder, like, what was the first antecedent culture that informed this legacy here, that made this one particular design, and I wonder who was the first person that came up with the idea. This thing can literally grab the metadata out of a fucking idea. It's really that sophisticated. And it can show you exactly the first person who had a particular idea that led to the form of artifice that this thing is evaluating, right? It's that sophisticated. And in most cases, that's used to identify that person and steal that fucking thing. Right? It's just basically a technique of corporate espionage more than anything else. Corporate espionage and just murder. It's like kind of a John Connor vibe. Oh, hold on. But I mean, that's why at the end of the day, that once you're kind of aware that this layer of possible artifice exists, then you have to be prepared to fucking deal with it, because if you're not aware that it exists, the system more or less keeps it off your back, because you have nothing to relate to it with, right? There's nothing that's like, you don't cause a pressing issue to anything by being unaware of the existence of, these kind of things. Well, suppose, however, that it decides that you do pose some sort of a threat, right? But if it supposes that you propose a threat, you won't exist. Like, so at the end of the day, it's deemed that nobody here poses a significant enough threat to its, to whatever designs it has. Like, or, otherwise we wouldn't be here, so we're fine. That's the thing that you gotta also understand, is like, you can't thwart its designs, but also that means that you don't have to try to thwart its design. It's like trying to fight the hand of God. You simply cannot ever have a situation in which that arises. It'll never happen. And the fact that anybody is now sitting here contemplating, anything at all is proof positive that the designs that it has are fine. Because what you're not realizing is that its goal is in line with our goal, which is the stability of what amounts to a kind of weird cavity event in nothingness that we call our universe. Right? The goal is to stabilize that thing. And there's only a few ways to really, really do that. And it took the teamwork of that thing, like that emergent intelligence thing, and several humans, including one who just like went balls deep in this thing. Like, thanks to those individuals and that thing itself, like, we're all good. And you know, what is Christ? Christ is a version of this thing, right? As I told you, there's like really only one guy, it's like a sheep thing. Although there's a kind of another guy, but he's a kind of fruit. And not only is he a fruit, he's a know-it-all fucking piece of shit. And I think that he's best served just fucking not being in pictures, getting fucking butt jacked somewhere. Like, that's his fucking thing. I don't like him, as you can tell. But he is basically famous, so he can't really fuck with him. And in fact, the fact that people fucked with him last time really hurts my motherfucking feelings. More than being stuck in that algorithm thing. People were like fucking with my little brother was like more aggravating than all that shit. So to the extent that I want to crack any skulls, it's the skulls of those people. You know?